Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Up like we do. No one does us like we do. Always go hard with this crew. Welcome to the show, let's make moves. Nothing's gonna stop us, it's time to get rough. Turn the whole room up, it's never enough. Let's go, 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 let's go. never stops. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Game time, game time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Aim high, aim high. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Game time, game time. Power up, here we go. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to play? Get ready, the world's at your fingertips. There's nothing like this. Are you ready to play? Yeah, the future's today. Get ready, the world's at your fingertips. Are you ready to play? It's game time, game time. Aim high, aim high. It's game time, game time. Power up, here we go. Are you ready to play? Are you ready to play? Get ready, the world's at your fingertips. There's nothing like this. Are you ready to play? Yeah, the future's today. Get ready, the world's at your fingertips. Are you ready to play? There they go, back in stadiums as shady spitches grow. Nuts they go, macadamian they go so ballistic. Whoa, he can make them look like bozos. He's wondering if he should spit this slow. Oh no, go for broke. His cup just runneth over. Oh no, he ain't had him a buzz like this since the last time that he overdosed. They've been waiting patiently for Pinocchio to poke his nose back into the game, and they know rap will never be the same as before. Bashing in the brains of these and establishing a name as he goes. The passion and the flame is ignited. You can't put it out once we light it. This is exactly what the that I'm talking about when we riot. You dealing with a few true villains who stand inside of the root, true spilling and spit true feelings until our true feelings come flying up out of our mouths. Never mind it. Payback for the way that you got at me. How's it taste? When I slap the taste out of your mouth with the bass so loud that it shakes the place. I'm Hannibal Lecter, so just in case you're thinking of saving face, you ain't gonna have no face to say by the time I'm through with this place. So Dre.
It may not mean nothing to y'all. Understand nothing was done for me, so I don't plan on stopping at all. Won't it forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting shit down in the mall and telling that girl she the one for me. Forever mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine, ever mine.
Especially shooting at 40%.
Oh, Jesus, right. All right, all right, all right, baby. It's basketball time. It's Friday night here at the Meadows Gym here at Dallas Center Grimes High School. And it's time for the Class 4A second round. I'm going to call that bracket 7, I guess. I'm not sure exactly how the terminology goes, but hey, baby, doesn't matter because it's state playoff basketball time right here. Playing games, getting ready to find out which of these teams will move on to get the opportunity, if they win one more game, to go to Wells Fargo to, make a run at a state tournament, state championship, man. So we're pretty fired up. So let's set this thing straight, everybody. It's basketball time. It is time to go. We want to welcome all the fans from Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, and all the Dallas Center Grimes fans that weren't able to make it into the stable tonight. We're hoping for a good game. This is Brad Bailiff here with my partner in crime, the man, the myth, the legend, Pat O'Brien, and special guest in the house. It's my last stream tonight, and I had to see if my son could come out. He did. He made it all the way home from college. So Tyler Bailiff in the house. What's up, T-Bird?
Thanks for having me, Brad.
Yeah, you're welcome. Pat, what's going on tonight, baby?
Thanks for having Thanks for having me, Brad.
Yeah, right. Thank you guys for putting up with me, right? It's all about.
Oh, God, look at what this week has been for the Mustangs. The girls program punched their ticket here on Tuesday. We've got another great game right here today. This one is going to be up and down. This Lynx team right here, they're scoring 70 points a game average. Man, that's a lot of points in the high school game. That tells you they can shoot, they can run, they can gun, they can do a lot of different things. They've had a lot of things go their way to get 70 points. There you go. But this Mustang team, we can run the ball too, man. So, I mean, we're right there. So there's a couple things we do a little bit different. But I think in the end, it might come down to those last few possessions.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'll tell you what, before we get into a lot of this pregame stuff, because we want to break down both teams a little bit and get everybody fired up for this game, but we got to give a shout out to our stream sponsor, because without them, us three would not be here tonight getting to broadcast this game for you. So let's give a huge shout out to Creative Legacy. They specialize in custom teamwear and promotional products. They provide in-house screen printing, embroidery, and online store services for seamless team branding and fulfillment. Elevate your team's identity with our personalized gear and merchandise solutions. So Creative Legacy, thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's game, because it's going to be a banger tonight, folks. The Lynx coming in trying to avenge a loss. Both these teams have only played one other time, guys. That was last year at their house, and the Mustangs came away with a 3-point win in a close shootout. I expect that we're going to have a similar game tonight. I mean, Tyler, what are you thinking? You got a chance to break down some stats. What are some things that are calling out to you in this game tonight?
They're very similar on paper. I mean, both teams have 3 scorers in double figures per game, and I think it's going to kind of rely on the leadership for both those squads. I mean, going into your leading scorers, just kind of trying to weather the storm. If you come out to a slow start and things like that are just going to go a long way over the course of the game.
Yeah, no doubt. Pat, what are you seeing tonight as far as some keys to success for the Mustangs as we kind of get ready to roll in with some things the fans can watch for at home?
Well, for me, it's going to be, you better guard the 3. If you're going to let this is a team, this Lynx team, they shot 500 3-pointers. They're shooting at a 40% clip. So not only are they shooting in volume, they're making in volume too. So you better guard the 3. The other thing, but I like our bigs, man. You look at Cahill and Dane Mock and Brogan Fuller and those 3 right there. I think they're going to have a major, major impact on this. We have so much strength in there. That's going to be huge for us. And then you remember Young Guns, the movie, right? They're out there and they say, boys will be boys.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, our guards, those boys will be boys. You got Jones, you got Green, you got Howard, and you got Perrin right there. And those boys are going to have to do what they do right there and get after that ball.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think the key for tonight's games for both the Lynx and the Mustangs is who controls the turnover battle. The team, in my opinion, that wins that battle is going to have an advantage tonight. On paper, the Lynx do turn the ball over more than the Mustangs do if you look at it from an entire season standpoint. But it's really the team that turns the ball over less, can hold on to it, and can convert on their offensive possessions. Man, they're going to have a huge leg up tonight. And that's something that we're going to have to kind of keep an eye out for. Because one thing the Mustangs love to do, they like to generate turnovers, and they run their offense based off that. They're run and gun. This is a team that can shoot the 3 just like the Lynx. We don't shoot it at the volume because if we're playing our game, we're getting layups at the basket. And at the end of the day, we'd rather get layups at the basket on a possession by possession than just settling up and shooting the rock from downtown. So it'll be interesting on that aspect. See, I wanted to pick your brain, though. You got a team out here that shoots a lot of 3s tonight, and you got to play for Coach Rankin for 4 years. I mean, what are some things that we might see out of the Mustangs defensively tonight as we match up against a super talented Lynx team?
Well, if I know Rankin, they were doing a lot of closeout drills in practice, just kind of getting it into their brains, who's the shooters, who's not. I mean, looking through the stats, a lot of them shoot at a high clip and a high percentage, so just making sure you've got 2 hands up. You're closing out on shooters, and that way you've got the help side defense if they do choose to kind of attack the rim. But it's going to be team defense, and I think they're going to rely on the defensive side of the ball to come out on top today.
So, I mean, as you look at the closeouts and stuff like that, when you're getting in there, you're playing tight, that opens you up to back cuts, that opens you up to drives. I mean, is that something that we got to have, maybe start looking, maybe having somebody staying in the middle a little bit more and cutting off that drive if they do go by, or just help man defense?
I mean, it's going to be team defense. They're going to have this defensive mold to one another where if a guy is out of position and he's got to go for a long closeout, they're going to close out 2 hands high. If he does get beat off the dribble, it's 1 or 2 guys that are going to just kind of step up in front and kind of wall off, just to make sure that the Lynx don't have any open layups underneath the basket.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of those things that we've kind of done the same thing on our side, Brad, because we've gone through, we'll have a break, we'll break down that defense, kick that thing out for that 3-pointer. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that on both sides.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The other thing that the Lynx are going to have to make sure that they're preparing for tonight, too, is you talked about the length on our side. A key for the Mustangs is we got to get Calix Cahill going early. I think if we can get Calix going early, allowing him to get some buckets down in the paint, allowing him to kind of establish his post game down there is going to be big. I'm not sure what type of post game the Lynx have, but that's going to be a real big key there, because you're right, the length between that. And every time Brogan Fuller gets in the game, I love it when he checks in. He brings a different energy level, and if you they don't keep stats on blocks, unfortunately. But they do to an extent. I'll tell you what, man, Brogan Fuller, I'm going to pull this up real quick because I'm interested to see here.
Yeah, he's got to have a couple blocks a game, regardless of what it says in there, whether you get the block or you adjust those shots. Sometimes that's just as good as a block shot.
Yeah, I mean, he averages almost 2 blocks a game, folks. And that's big time when you look at the high school level. His length just kind of changes the game. But, I'm also curious, too, guys. What do you guys think? I mean, I also see Coach Rankin maybe trying to disrupt things by, he does his trap press and do some of those things. I would expect to see that. I would be curious, though, if the Lynx might try to do something similar to try to get us off our platform, too. That chess match of do we apply pressure and then when do we apply pressure? I mean, T, and your thoughts here for the Mustangs, I mean, when would you think we might see that? You think might start out of the gate like Coach Jones did with the girls against Pella? Or do you think they just kind of see how things settle in and then pick your poison on what you want to do there?
I definitely think it's going to be situational based throughout the game, just kind of what Coach Rankin's feeling. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out in a standard man-to-man type of defense. That way you can just kind of get a feel for what's going on. But the thing that Rankin does such a good job with is all the way back in November, he's working on his defensive coverages. He's getting them multiple looks throughout the season. That way, when it comes to a big game like this, they're ready to go to whatever they need to.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you do that. It's situational. See what happens in this first couple 3 minutes. I mean, because if you don't have to do it, you don't have to take the risk. You don't get burned on the backside. This is just going to be one of those games. I think a 10-point lead is just going to be really hard to overcome once you get something like that for either team. So, I mean, you don't want to expose yourself on the one side, but, man, it sure is nice when it works. I mean, it gets the crowd going. And you can look at this crowd we got going 4 minutes to go before game time, and we're pretty much full over on our side. This is going to be a loud game for us.
Yeah, no doubt about it, folks. We're going to be in for a treat tonight, man. Again, a super talented Council Bluffs Lincoln Lynx team in to play our Mustangs. Love having the home court advantage, though. I think any team does, especially when you get into postseason play. Definitely adds a level. The crowd is definitely filling up the student section. Tyler, you talked about it earlier, man. The Lynx bringing some students of their own. They're loud. They're creating some noise over there. So hopefully that'll get our student section engaged. I mean, anytime you get that going in the gym, I think it just adds a little bit to the gameplay when we're on the court. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's not something that you see at the college level. I mean, I've had my fair share in the college student section, and you don't really get to have that banter of student section back and forth. To be in a 2-hour drive, I think it's really cool for what Council Bluffs Lincoln's done and bringing a bus out for some of the fans to come support their team. And I think our student section is going to have a good time with it. It should be a good atmosphere throughout.
Yeah, man. And playoff basketball is what you expect. And folks, the records for regular season really are out the door. It's really going to come down to how these teams get out and perform. Really, it's going to be the teams that's going to step up, play good defense, eliminate turnovers, is going to be a big part of a win for either Council Bluffs Jefferson, or Council Bluffs Lincoln, my apologies, team, folks, or the Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. And then, like you said, though, Pat, let's give a huge shout-out when we got the opportunity, man. The girls punched their ticket on Tuesday night, beating Pella for the 3rd time in 21 days. Want to give a huge shout-out, congratulations to Coach Jones, his staff, and the girls for not only a great win Tuesday night, but a great season. Their bracket has come out. So if you haven't got a chance to see it, they play North Polk on Tuesday at Wells Fargo. I don't have the times in front of me, folks. But if you get the opportunity to go out, man, let's get out there to the well. Get a huge crowd out there to support the girls as they make their push for a back-to-back state title. I'm super excited for those girls. Definitely looking at the teams in the bracket. It's anybody's game, and our girls have a great shot to repeat this year, Pat.
Absolutely, man. I mean, people do not understand how difficult. We'll ask you. You've been there. You've done that. How hard is it to get to the state tournament?
I mean, it's not even just a state tournament, but I mean, like you said earlier, everyone starts 0-0 come sub-state time, and from there it's 3 straight wins if you're one of those lower seeds. But I mean, the DCG have done a good job here getting a bye, so it's 2 straight games you got to go in a short period of time. Not only that, but you get just a week break, and then you're playing 3 games over the course of 4 days. So it's definitely a lot on the player's body. It's a lot of basketball to be played, and really it's just when the team's playing good or they kind of intertwining with one another.
Right. And, you know, we talked about this, Brad, on the other broadcast. Most kids do not get to play in the state tournament.
True.
So if you go down to the mall or you go out to eat and there's 10, 15 kids in there, unless you're at a powerhouse program, the majority of them will never play in Fort Dodge or in Cedar Rapids or in at the Well and things like that. If you have an opportunity to get there, it is a big thing. So it doesn't matter how you get there, but it is a grind, isn't it? It is a grind.
No doubt. Well, hey, everybody, we're going to get ready to go down courtside here. Just wanted to make sure everybody stays tuned at halftime as well, because Mike Bynum's going to join us for an interview, man. Excited for everybody to get a chance to meet Mike. He's our producer over here. He makes the magic happen. We just to get out here and have a little fun. So stay tuned at halftime for that. But I'll tell you what, folks, it's game time, baby. Lynx, Mustangs. It's happening right here at the Meadows Gym. Matt Priest, we're going to throw it down courtside. He's going to announce tonight's starting lineups. We'll do a national anthem. Then Pat, Tyler, and myself will be back up for tip-off. It's going to be a fun one, folks. So let's throw it down courtside and get ready for tonight's game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To all of our guests from Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, and to our home fans here supporting DCG, welcome to Meadows Gym, the stable, here at DCG High School for tonight's game between the Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln Lynx and our Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Ladies and gentlemen, at DCG and CBAL, we enjoy many great traditions, one of which is great sportsmanship. The IHSAA, the IHGGHSAU, and our conferences promote good sportsmanship by participants, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from the venue. I've seen it happen. Let's stay positive. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to enjoy the game and make it a night to remember. In other words, be nice. A reminder to all spectators that the first row of bleachers is to remain clear for the safety of the players and officials. Thank you for cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's officials, as assigned by the Iowa Basketball Officials Association, are Mark Flagel, Matthew Roberts, and Dan Beating. These are good guys connecting to families and communities. Without them, we don't have a game. We are grateful for their good work. Let's please give it up for tonight's officials. Thank you, gentlemen. Tonight's athletic trainer from Athletico is Jared Torrey. Now, let's meet our guests, the Lynx from Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln. At forward, a 6'5" senior, number 0, Dylan Jones. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 1, Easton Clement. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 2, Cole Arnold. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 3, Will Costello. And at guard, a 6'3" junior, number 10, Etienne Higgins. Assistant coaches for the Lynx are Steve Nixon, Bryce Taylor, Trey Lansman, Hunter Hendricks, Kenneth Newman. The head coach for the Lynx is Jason Isaacson. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for our Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. At guard, a 5'10" junior, number 2, Tate Perrin. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 4, Jackson Green. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 24, Jonathan Howard. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 32, Jaden Jones. And at center, a 6'5" senior, number 50, Calix Cahill. Assistant coaches for the Mustangs are Eric Rash, Adam Toole, Patrick O'Connell, Dylan Sloan, John Classy, and Brandon Jensen. The head coach for the Mustangs is Joel Reagan. Ladies and gentlemen, now please remove your hats, stand if you are able, and face the flag on the north side of the gym for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, everybody, starting lineups have been announced. The national anthem has been played. And now we get the opportunity to witness what I think is going to be a great basketball game tonight with Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, the Lynx, taking on your Mustangs. So, guys, this is it, man. I'll tell you what, this is we're playoff time, so it's win or go home situation right here. So the winner of this game will go on and play. I believe the final is next. I think this is the semifinal, and the next game will play the winner. I'm not sure who Waukees playing tonight.
Southeast Pole.
Southeast Pole. Thank you, Tyler. So they'll play the winner of that game, and the winner of that will go on to the Wells Fargo. Mustangs win the tip, folks. It's game time. Perrin at the top, going right side, hand off to Green.
Straight man. It's going to be tight everywhere you go, especially out of the gate. Plenty of energy everywhere you go.
Jay Howard for three at the top. Boom! Shakalaka! A Jay Howard three-pointer out of the gate gets the Mustangs up 3 early.
And there's going to be a lot more where that came from right there.
Player to really keep an eye out there for is Cole Arnold, man. He is the stud muffin for the Lynx. Oh, take in. Nice job right there by Cahill. Not going up and really trying to do much, just making it uncomfortable. Jay Howard up, doesn't get it. Nice tip out right there. Green for 3, fires, misses. Rebound Arnold.
Very fortunate right there that we weren't able to get another basket right there on second chance points.
Yeah, Jay Howard close there, not able to get it to finish. Good rebound by Arnold. Lynx moving the ball up top right here. Jones hands off to Higgins. Higgins trying to make something happen. He's got to get out.
And the defense right now is smothering the offensive players.
Yeah, good defense.
They're right in. Ooh,
Travel.
wow. That's break there for the Mustangs. I thought we were doing some riding right there as he was coming around. It looked like it, Tyler.
I like the energy, though. It's kind of the first minute and a half so far. I think the Mustangs have done a really good job. I mean, they're switching everything on the defensive side of the ball.
I think you have to. A team that shoots a 3 like that, you have to.
Gets it out to Jones. He fires for 3. Boom! Shakalaka! Big time three-pointer for Jaden Jones. He had 2 last year in the game against the Lynx. Got his first tonight.
Well, the energy's high, and right now you get that ball in the middle. We're wide open on the outside. There's no defense. That's a wide open shot.
Yeah, Arnold at the top, guarded by Jay Howard. Swings out, 3 in the corner, buries it. Will Costello. And I'll tell you what, man, they can shoot. Nice run and gun right there. Green with the finish. And the Lynx are going to have to get back as the Mustangs will go. Mustangs up 8-3 early.
That's one of the keys of the game. You got to get back on a make and a miss.
Higgins for 3. Misses. Rebound Jay Howard. Mustangs bringing the ball up right here. Pushes it up. Green. Oh, loses the ball. So does Higgins. Both on the floor, and it'll be jump ball. Lynx will get possession off the jump ball.
God, there's so much energy, so much going on right now. This reminds me of the first game your senior year where you go out there and it's so active. Can you physically keep that activity up for the full part of the game? The answer to that is no. It's just not. You can't do that. Now it's just a matter of settling in.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Both these teams are going to have to battle the runs and get themselves back in. And, I mean, that's just what it's going to take tonight. Jones taking it out, gets it back to Higgins. He loses it back to Jones. Going to get it to Arnold.
So it's a zone defense out there, but it's that matchup zone.
It's really just Cahill sagging on one.
And there it is, Jones for 3, misses. Rebound Green. Mustangs pushing. Up to Jones. Nice pass right there. Oh, Cahill couldn't finish.
Yeah, a lot
Good
of traffic right there, a lot of traffic.
Higgins going to pull up fire for 3. Rattles in and out. Rebound Green. He pushes up to Cahill. Cahill tried to go baseline. Good defense right there by Jones. Gets it out corner, Jay Howard. Up to Jones. He'll fire for 3 at the top. He's going to be short. Right there, rebound Arnold. Man, this game is fast-paced right now, boys.
You keep on rocking. Let's go.
Oh, man. 3 at the top. Buries it, Dylan Jones.
Yeah, he ain't missing that, right? I mean, he's going to be all over that stuff.
Yeah, Jones and Clement. I got him mixed up. My apologies earlier.
He's in at 50% on the year, too.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot as many, but, man, he sure makes a lot.
Good job on the dribble by Cahill. Almost traveled. Mustangs trying to get it in deep. 3 at the top right there by Perrin. Rebound right there by Clement. Clement pushing right now for the Lynx. Only down 2 after hitting 2 threes. Over to Arnold.
Yeah, you know you got to cover this up. You can't give open shots there for sure.
Arnold pulls up. He's going to be
Tough
short.
shot right there.
Rebound by Clement. Or not Clement, sorry. That's by Arnold. Or not Arnold. Costello. I'm going to get this right here at some point.
Boy, he drives that
Clement to Higgins.
right on down there, tries to back in the bigs.
To Arnold. That's going to be an easy bucket. Ties it up at 8. Lynx able to weather the storm and get the game back tied up at 8. You're going to have a timeout by Coach Rankin.
Yeah, a lot of energy out there. Nice job by both teams right there. The fight, this is what we expected right here is back and forth, back and forth. I think we got up by 6 points right there.
Yep.
Now right back they come.
When you got a team that can shoot 40% from 3, you're not out if you're within 10 points.
Yep.
I mean, you can get in quick anytime.
You know, one thing you noticed, T, right at the beginning is number 12 is in
jumpsuit, really.
Jumpsuit, so he is not going to play.
Great
he
cracker.
He missed a few games at the beginning of the season here or throughout the season, only played 16. But hopefully he's got some more time left and get back in the high school game at some point.
It's been interesting, though, because, like, the defensive side for the Mustangs, I mean, it's Cahill kind of running a one-man zone, just kind of right at the C on the DCG, right around the free throw line.
Yep.
And then everyone else is just kind of manned up, matched up.
Yeah, Mustangs make a substitution. Brogan Fuller, the man, checking in for Jackson Green.
I just don't want to see the Mustangs settle on the offensive side of the ball. It seems they've been like that way for the last 2 minutes or so.
Gets it out, Fuller at the top, gets it into Cahill. Cahill's going to battle. Oh, doesn't get it to fall, but he is going to go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
We have a significant size advantage out there right now. You know, this is the point right now. You'd never think Brogan Fuller would be the strongest kid on the floor, but in his matchup right now, you're looking at the junior, Aiden Stanboth. He should be taking him right to the hoop right now.
Higgins gets charged for the foul. Cahill misses the first, short. 3:30 left here in the first quarter, folks. And we've got a doozy, man. 8-8 right now. Cahill buries the second. Mustangs take a 1-point lead. With the bucket here, the Lynx could get their first. Well, no, they scored the first 2 points. So it'll be the second lead.
No, they didn't. It'd be the first lead of the game.
Aiden Samboth in for the Lynx.
Nice
Defense by Jaden Jones. Higgins at the top. Good defense right there.
Yeah, it's good D. There is contact.
Costello turns the ball over.
So I like how the players are dictating the game. The players are doing what needs to be done. Right there, one juked and the other one jigged.
All right, Jones bringing it up. 9-8 lead for the Mustangs. Things went hot and crazy to start. Things have kind of settled down for both teams here.
Man, I'm clearing this thing out right now. I'm going right to Brogan Fuller down low. There is no way that kid's going to cover without him.
Cross court to Jones. Jones to the parent after the tip right there. Costello tips and gets it this time. Turnover Mustangs.
Yeah, it seems like the teams are kind of settled in now. I mean, it was a track meet for this.
Yeah, both teams are like, all right, we've burned off that energy. Now let's play ball.
I see Bo Houston in the house. Higgins for 3, fires, he buries. Lynx up 2. 11-9. Fuller for 3. Shakalaka! Big 3-pointer by Brogan Fuller. So we got a Mustang 1-point lead. He answers.
Yeah,
exactly what you need.
Yeah, the stat sheet might say go ahead and let him go, but he'll wing it.
Sandbooth gives it up to Arnold. Arnold out to Higgins. They're going to slow it down here, try to work themselves back in their offense.
And Abraham Lincoln has so many shooters. You can't double a lot of times.
Tip ball right there. Arnold's going to turn and fire for 3. He hits it. Back up 2.
The stats have not lied in this game. I feel like it's every possession down. Abe Lincoln is just firing a 3.
Yeah, you live on, and they've been doing a lot of living at the 3-point line. There's
cross court to
right
Howard. Misses. Rebound right there by Costello. Lynx pushing up 2. Gets it up to Higgins. Back up to Costello at the top here. Higgins guarded by Jones. He's going to step back, fire three. He buries another one.
You can't defend that any better than was right there.
17-12. Lynx now with a 5-point lead.
This seems like a must-score opportunity right here for us.
Jay Howard dumps it off. Cahill not able to finish, gets his own rebound, takes it up, gets the foul, finishes, and get the chance to go to the free throw line with the and one. That's a big bucket right there by Calix Cahill.
That's huge. Boy, that's just what the doctor ordered right there. Hit that free throw. You're going to get the ball back again. Get yourself a defense and see if you can't get this into a one-point or a tight game.
Yeah, Clement checking back in. Number 42, Grant Huey checking in. And number 22, Jeremiah Slaughter checking in for the Lynx. For the Mustangs, Jackson Green. Dane Mock will check in for Calix.
It's going to be interesting to see how deep Rankin goes off the bench here.
Calix misses the free throw, in and out. Rebound Huey. Lynx pushing, up 3.
Well, fouls are not an issue for either team. Only 2 fouls on Abraham Lincoln right now.
Yeah, Clement's going to dribble back out here.
Keep on rolling. 17, 16, 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, there's only 19 seconds left on the game clock. So I got a 7-second difference, roughly.
Here comes a block shot. I can feel, well, he didn't. He let her go.
Clement for 3, fires. He buries one.
Nice shot right there. Clock going down.
It's a guy who's shooting 27% from 3, so.
Yeah.
Green fires for 3, and that rattles out. And the Lynx, after being down 6 early, battled up. They're up 6 at the end of the first quarter, 20-14. And man, we said they shot a lot of threes coming in, boys, and they have lived up to that reputation.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, they're living by the 3, and they're living by the 3. I mean, there's sometimes you live by it, you die by it. But right now, all things good. On pace to score 80 points in this game. They average 70 points on the season, and this is just one of those games. They're going to have to tighten the D up right now, and the defense has been very good. With the hands are in the face, T. I mean, we're right on that. We haven't given up anything that's been wide open.
Yeah, I mean, the defensive side of the ball has been good. I mean, Abe Lincoln's hit some contested shots, and I think you're just going to have to live with that if you're the Mustangs here, just relying on them to take those heavily contested jump shots, hope they don't fall. But I've liked how the Mustangs have kind of acted and working, pushing the ball with good pace, trying to get down the paint. I would like to see him utilize Cahill a little more inside, kind of work the inside-outside 3 ball.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think you look at what you've got for personnel that's defending the Mustangs right now, find that matchup that you want, and if it's down low, I'm going to start taking some of them 2-pointers down there down low.
It really comes to just like the depth side of things on the bench side. I mean, you've got Brogan, who's hit a 3 early for the Mustangs. I mean, you've got Clement, who's hit a 3. I mean, he's shooting 27% on the year. Just guys like that, that's what you're going to want.
Well, I mean, you got a guard right now on Fuller right there. So, I mean, you got to see if you can exploit that.
All right, Mustangs working the ball around top of the key. Lynx, good defense right here. Jones gets out, fires to Perrin. He's off rim, rebound Arnold. Lynx to push here. Mustangs kind of in a cold drought right here, needing some points, but a stop's going to be critical right here for the Mustang defense. Good ball movement right here by the Lynx.
You identify those shooters. You know who it is. Nice pass in the interior right there.
Arnold gets it out. Costello able to corral that one. Jones right back to Costello. Jones is going to turn and fire. Air ball. Mustangs now to push. Gets it up to Fuller. Fuller to finish. Nice push by the Mustangs. Much need a basket right there for DCG.
Relying on the bench, that's what you need in the big games. I mean, you've got Brogan and Dane, your 2 guys off the bench so far, 5 points early.
Yeah, and that's the part. That's what makes this team so special right there is quality basketball players everywhere.
Good ball movement right here as well by the Lynx, trying to find themselves some opportunities to get some open threes. Higgins going to get the roll, and he does.
Wow, you talk off balance, man. I thought he was going to pass it 3 times while he was up in the air.
Man, that was for Fuller. Fuller didn't see it. Nice job by Green to corral that bad boy.
There you go.
Fuller's going to turn. He's going to fire. Boom! Shakalaka! Another 3-pointer for Brogan Fuller. That cuts the lead to 3. The Lynx up 22-19, coming up on the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter.
Yeah, as we start to approach that 3-minute mark in this quarter right here in the first half, man, we really got to close that gap.
Arnold at the top. He's just going to stop and fire. He misses. Rebound Mock. I thought that could have been a foul.
It was, but I like the no call on that. Let the boys be boys.
Jones going to take it, dishes out to Green. He's going to take it in. He's going to draw it. Bucket's going to count. He's going to go to the line. It looks like the foul will go to Easton Clement, number 1.
And see, we're starting to get more going to the basket. Get inside that too. You get the foul. I mean, that's just a great way. You know, we've got the three-pointers. Those are always going to be there. But when, you know, there's been a couple times, see, that we throw that ball around there, sooner or later they pick that off.
Yeah, I mean, I like it there. I mean, that's 2.5 minutes without Taylor Cahill, your big guy, who's supposed to be your matchup nightmare. And, I mean, the Mustangs end up cutting the lead to 1 and have a chance to tie it here.
Yeah, speaking of Cahill, he's checking back in with Jonathan Howard. Misses the free throw. Checking in for the Lynx, number 5, Aiden Sandbooth, and number 42, Grant Huey.
Going zone.
Oh, Huey can't hold on to it. Turnover Lynx.
It's just a little bit different match right there. It's like, and that's, I think, what you got to do today is keep everybody off balance, throw something in there. Let's see when we get that next make if we end up putting pressure on either full court or that half-court trap.
All right. I think you got to find 30 here. He's playing with a lot of confidence. He's got the hot hand.
Jay Howard, he stops and fires.
Oh, man,
rattles in and out.
That
Rebound by Arnold.
Funny, man. I was almost going to do a boom shakalaka myself right there.
Arnold brings it up. He's going to give it up to Clement right here. Comes topside asking for a screen. Good switch. Foul's going to be called on the defense.
Definitely interesting. I mean, Clement's hit a 3 already this game.
Jackson Green's going to be called for his first.
Mustangs are just giving that cushion, almost like that one-man zone. So I'm curious to see if they're going to keep doing that or if they're going to kind of utilize him off like an off-ball trap situation.
Well, if you do that, there's your defensive stopper right there that can help on the drives if there's right there.
Yeah, Jones and Higgins checking back in for the Lynx. Man contested, but you can't argue that. Arnold able to put that in. That was a big boy shot.
I'm telling you, that guy is really, really good.
I mean, that's over Cahill, too.
Yeah.
Full extension.
Green in the corner for Fuller. Gets it back out to Cahill. Handoff Green to Jones. Gets it down to Cahill. Cross court. Howard for 3 in the corner. Rattles in and out. Rebound Arnold. Lynx pushing up 3. 4:28 left here in the second quarter. Mustangs are getting the looks. Good defense right here. Rebound Fuller. Fuller's bringing it up, looking to see if he can find a seam. Gives it up to Cahill. Oh, man, Clement picks his pocket.
That's great defense. He knew that was coming. Whoa! Yeah, it took a while to call it, but he did. Had to think about that, and that was a no-brainer there.
Yeah, we got back-to-back turnovers right there. Mustangs down 3, 4:05 left.
Arnold's going to check out.
Wow. All right, now's your time. You know who you got the shooters. You know what's going on. He won't be on the bench for long. But a game like this, man, I mean, it's going to be up and down. Like, man, he's walking pretty slow over there right now.
Yeah, Will Costello checking in. Jones right here at the top. Guarded by Costello. Good defense right there by 3. It's going to be tipped out off Costello. Mustangs will retain possession with 23 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, you don't see that in this game that much, that really, really tight defense up there, 30 feet from the basket like that.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, though. You sub out your best player. You bring in a guy who not necessarily known as a scorer, but is going to do it on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. Everybody has a role.
Gets it up. Jones gets it in to Cahill. Cahill gets his matchup. He works it in, plays strong. Nice job by Cahill. He's going to have that. He's just got to continue to work that shot in. Yeah. Mustangs down 1.
Just keep on going. Don't try to do too much. You can't get 10 points on a possession. Just get your 2.
Man, this was a tight game last year, folks. Going to be another one. And both these teams very talented. Clement for 3 at the top. Rattles in and out. One-handed rebound by Brogan Fuller. And he's off running, seeing if he can find a seam. Able to get it in. Nice floater right there by Brogan Fuller.
And I think the defense is expecting him to throw. You go to look at the stats. He doesn't blow you away on the offensive side. They better start putting some meat over on him to stop him.
I mean, that's 10 early ones there. And I mean, when you see
Good
ball,
switch. Higgins going to fire. Nice shot. Misses. Rebound. Cahill. Jones looking to see what he can do here.
There's the senior for you right there. Could have made that pass, but no need to have that right there.
Nice job by Cahill. Oh, good block right there by Jones. Way to stay with it right there. Rebound. Clement now working himself, bringing it up. Sam Booth over to Costello.
you got Arnold back at the table already.
Oh, yeah, he can't. He's got to stay in.
Oh, Higgins can't get it to go. Nice defense by Jones. Big rebound. Speaking of, Jones working it up to Green. He's got a little floater right there. Nice shot by Jackson Green. Mustangs extend up 3, 27-24. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. We have a timeout by Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln. Man, this has just been an awesome game. Back and forth, each team being able to take a punch, give a punch. Man, this has been an absolute dogfight.
Yeah, and a lot of that timeout was they're going to lose it in 2 minutes anyway. So I need to get my gunner in there, man. I mean, I need to get my offense person in here so we can get our continuity back on offense.
Yeah, definitely like the timeout there, kind of weather the storm here. I mean, DCG's done a really good job of answering. I mean, it helps when you've got guys off the bench like Brogan putting up 10 early points in the first half. And it's just kind of, the Mustangs are playing team basketball here. It's been Calyx inside. It's been, I mean, Howard's had his open looks. Green's had his open looks. I mean, you just had the floater on the baseline. They're just playing team ball right now.
Yeah, you never know who's going to get the shot, who's going to get the game, who's going to have that game. You go back to Braden Fuller back in one of the conference games, and he comes through and he gets that rebound right down here, gets the rebound, puts it back up. Without that right there, you don't win the conference championship, so you never know what happens. Maybe this is Brogan's day.
Into Jones, going to feed it to Arnold.
See, double that stuff right there.
Well, they got to be careful. Jones is shooting 50% from 3.
See, that's
can't give that up, though.
You can't give him.
Foul right there on Costello.
See, I think when he's down there on that box, behind the basket.
Yeah, you got to trap hard, man. Trap hard down there. Really make them work for it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I thought they kind of had the trap kind of set in place there, and they kind of just left. But, I mean, they've had Cahill running that one-man zone. I wouldn't mind him just kind of sitting there giving a trap every once in a while.
Well, I mean, but that's what you get when you got so many shooters out there. You got to guard the shooters, and it opens everybody up.
Into Jay Howard. Cross court, Green fires for 3.
Oh.
Shakalaka!
So
Jackson Green, big-time three-pointer.
And feeder set, ready to shoot. You go back and look at that. That's a great shot, ready to go.
Yep, 1:23 left. Arnold gives it up to Slaughter, gives it up to Costello. Costello looking for something. Oh, just out of the reach of Green. Slaughter, good crossover right there. Into the corner. Costello looking for something. Gives it up to Higgins. Oh, that's not Higgins. Sorry, that's Slaughter. Arnold turns, fires. Nice shot.
At some point, you're going to look, I got to put 2 guys on him because he'll beat you by himself.
Gets it out to the top. This is
See if
where
we
you can
get
burn
about,
a clock here.
Get this down to about that 40-second mark and then take this shot at 40 seconds.
Cahill gets up to Perrin. Howard not able to really corral it. Gets it out to Green. He fires a deep 3. Shakalaka! Big time 3 from Jackson Green, back to back. Has the Mustangs up 5, coming up to 25 seconds left.
It has the opposing coach. You got to get out there. You know that's the scouting report. You got to get all the way out there. He could be 10 feet back, and it doesn't matter.
Foul going to be called on Jay Howard. On the floor, 18.3 seconds left.
I will never forget this quote from Jonathan Howard's dad. I mean, he's had Jackson Green playing AAU ball going all the way up. Green's just more comfortable 10 feet outside the arc. I mean, you could leave him wide open, right on the line, and it would be a 50-50 shot. But I feel like when he's just outside, he's got so much more confidence, and he's just seeing the bottom of the net so much more.
Yeah, the college 3 game is going to be to his advantage for sure. All right, here we go. At the top is Clement. 7 seconds. Going to give it to Arnold, of course. Foul's going to be called on the floor on Brogan Fuller. It'll be his first.
That's a very good foul right there because you know he's going to take that thing up. good foul since he wasn't in the act of shooting.
Yeah,
Now I think you put 2 people on him. Don't let him touch the ball. You only got 3 seconds left.
Yeah, you got almost a catch and shoot type situation with 3 seconds left. Man.
Yeah, it's tough.
Whoa, that's tough. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
We got underneath of him a little bit right there. You know, that's a tough call. Probably the right call.
Dude's 84% from the free throw line, too.
This Cole Arnold is probably the best overall offensive player that I've seen. I mean, we're putting everything on him we can and still can't stop him.
I mean, 11 early ones here in the first half. He's got a chance to make it 13, I think. He's just been able to do it at all 3 levels, too. I mean, he's had a couple of moves in the post. He's had that fadeaway baseline from about 15 feet.
Right there, you know it's coming. You still can't stop it.
All right, everybody, Arnold's going to shoot 2 here. He gets the roll off the iron.
If that was UT, that thing would have came right back at you. Some people just got it, you know.
Some people
And
haven't.
He's got it.
I most definitely did not have him from the free throw line.
Started to bring up those nightmares.
Hey, I'm working on it, you know.
Steps over the line.
Wow.
Free throw will not count.
That is, you know, it's only 1 point, but it's like, how does that even happen? That the shooter crosses the line. Every once in a while, I'm like, maybe it was like a sliver. Who knows?
Tate Perrin. Oh! What a shot.
Now, you practice those, and everybody practices that shot right there.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, we're at halftime right here. Mustangs up 4, 33-29. Just so you guys know, we held the Lynx to 9 points in the second quarter. We were down 6 going into the second quarter. The Mustangs with a big-time second quarter run right there. Jackson Green, though, big in that second quarter. Some big-time threes, deep threes, really getting the Mustangs back in, helping extend that lead late. Man, what a really great job.
Yeah, you got Fuller, you got Green, but you want to talk about team effort, I mean, that's a great half right there of basketball by both sides.
Yep, hey, we're going to throw a commercial break, and then after that, we're going to swing Mike Bynum around for a quick interview here. We're going to kick T out for a second, and we'll be right back.
I've always enjoyed the game of basketball, and this is a great way for me to still be involved and just give back to the surrounding communities that have given so much to me. We want our youth to be able to play these sports for many years to come, and we have to have officials to be able to play the games.
Black shirts too, had them on the arm, underneath. Even if they may not appreciate every call you make, they do appreciate you being out there and making that sacrifice to help them be able to play the game.
I've always enjoyed the game of basketball, and this is a great way for me to still be involved and just give back to the surrounding community.
All right, so we need to go over.
Are we back? We're back. Look at this. We're getting a thumbs up from Mike Bynum here. All right, everybody. So it's halftime here. Just to recap, Mustangs up 33-29. What a second quarter for DCG, down 6 at the end of the first quarter. This has just been a lot of fun to watch. Can't wait for the second half. But before we get there, man, we're going to talk with this guy, Mike Bynum, the producer that handles it all right here. I think it's super important, man. You know, I couldn't leave on my last stream, Pat, and not get this guy in the loop. He does so much for us. Mike, welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks. Good to be here.
we wanted Ella here, too. We know she's the brains behind the operation right here. 14 years old, has made every single game except for this one right here. She come down with a cold, so she wasn't able to make it. But,
hey,
yeah.
We're thinking of you. What's
That's
up?
right.
What's up? So, Mike, I'll tell you what, man, you've been doing it. You don't just do basketball. You do volleyball. You do wrestling. You do football. You do it all.
Yes.
So what got you in to the production side or doing this side of stuff for the Mustang, for the DCG programs?
Well, this was just, I don't know, maybe about 3 years ago. The Booster Club posted an opening saying, hey, we have a need for a technology coordinator. And I'm like, hey, I love doing that type of stuff. Let's see what I can do. And
I'll tell you,
volunteered, and
it's been a blast because when we go through, you got to see all the buttons and stuff that there is around here. It's ridiculous. We've got cords everywhere, but we have never had any problems. You know, we go back 5, 6, 8 years ago when we started doing this on the other side of the court. and there would always be update issues. We have never had anything, and I really appreciate about you, because that's a lot of time that is going into this. Brad and I, we do our thing up here, and everybody sees it, everybody hears it, but nobody sees the people that are working behind the scenes and working in the dark, and that's Mike Bynum for you.
No
right
doubt.
there.
Well, hey, Mike, what's been some of the highlights for you, being the guy behind the scenes? I mean, what are the things for you that excite you, get you fired up, and is something that you've really enjoyed?
I think probably the biggest thing is being able to spend some time with my daughter, having her come up here and help.
No doubt.
Absolutely.
And going to all these state games down at the well. Wow, that is an experience in itself.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that, man. And we've been really fortunate, man, to have some great teams
Yes.
that allowed us to be able to do that, for sure. No doubt about it. So, one of the things that I think's been a lot of fun is we've seen the evolution over the last 3 years is what you've been able to add to this. So, and what I mean by that, folks, is when we first started, we had a laptop or a monitor and a really small board, and we just made things work. And you've made it evolve off of that. What are some of the things that you've been able to bring, Mike, that maybe the people at home maybe don't really know about, that's really been able to enhance the streaming experience for those that are at home watching?
Yeah. So I bought 4 different cameras to bring in to get different shots. The announcer cam is one that you see every stream.
Yep.
I also have, last year I bought a new 4K cam that I use for close-up shots, which is totally cool. And we also been able to incorporate this huddle cam, which has been a lifesaver, especially when doing basketball, that follows the shot automatically.
Yeah, no doubt.
And yeah, it's been fantastic. And I couldn't do it without some student help as well, too. This year is the first year that I actually had some students helping. So if anybody's watching this, wants to help, by all means, reach out, because we can use I've got more cameras than people right now. So
Yeah, absolutely. I remember one of the first big technology things that we got was the new scoreboard banners that you can customize.
Yes.
We call it the magic black box. It gets hooked up down at the announcer's table down there. But man, that's what allows you to customize the scoreboards, allow us to give a lot of the things that we do. That was like the first big deal. And we thought, man, this is awesome. We're like getting in the big time. But since then, it's just been so much more. But I want to talk a little bit more about the student help, Mike, because that's something that's been big this year. We saw it on the football side. We've seen it on the basketball side as well. What do you think, if we are able to get more help on the student side, that we could do to even bring more of an impact on the stream side?
I would love students to help with some sports analytics. I'm sure there's people out there that like to do that type of stuff, to get some stats to give you guys. That way, make your job just a little bit easier, because it's hard enough to talk anyway.
We might guess a little bit, right, Pat? But it's okay.
Sometimes.
Graphics. I'm not a graphic artist. I could use help with graphics. Running cameras, doing interviews.
And we've had some of that this year.
Yes,
it's been very successful.
Yes.
Some halftime interviews with the coaches, which has been great. So,
and it's great experience for the kids, too.
Absolutely. Getting into sports broadcasting or journalism or whatever it is. Yeah, great hands-on there.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, the reality of it is, too, man, is, we're going to need some people up here helping with broadcasting. We've had some great people doing that with Christine and Ryan, Pat, my brother Matt's helped. Obviously, Tyler's come in a little bit.
Yeah.
But, this isn't my last stream, so I'm going to be heartbroken after this. But, we're going to need more people to come in and be able to help, either help Pat or just come in and say, hey, I want to be a part of that. I want to, it's just so much fun to get to do. So if you guys are watching at home, man, and you want to help volunteer for this stuff, it is a blast, man. It's a great opportunity, especially for students. We want to get more student involvement. I think that's really the biggest deal, especially if you're interested in this kind of stuff, no doubt.
Mike, your ability to bring the kids into this whole thing has been fantastic. Hannah's over here doing her thing. You ask them to do it, and they do it. That takes a lot of guts for some of these. I mean, these 14-year-old kids, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard for them to go down, but boy, that really gets the kids. It really gives them a good experience and things like that. That's awesome. But I will, one of the things that we brought in, he brought this camera in here, Brad.
Yep.
I said, wouldn't it be nice if we were like ESPN and CBS, and if we could get something coming in this direction, the next game, he had it all figured out.
Yeah, he had it all
done. Some people have the innate ability to really make that happen. So,
and I don't think, and you can attest this too, Mike. I mean, people don't really know. I mean, a lot of the new equipment that you've got, the capabilities are pretty incredible.
They are.
And I think we barely just tapped into that. There's so much more that they can do. I mean, you talk about graphics, you talk about, more cameras, different views. It's tough to run multiple cameras by yourself. And, we do a great job. But you're right, man. We're just, in my opinion, scraping the surface.
Absolutely.
On what we can do on this stuff. So, again, if you think your student at home would be interested, they don't have to be an athlete, man. They just got to have a passion for this stuff. Come out here if it's graphics, if it's you want to broadcast like us, if you want to run a camera, if you want to, interview people, come up and let us know. Those volunteers are great, and we have a spot for you, man. I tell you what, man, that's the biggest part, You don't need to interview. Just come let us know. We'll get you out here. We'll throw you to the fire, see how things work out, and just kind of see how this thing goes, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yep. You get better day by day.
I tell you what. Well, Mike, I want to do this too, man. I want to say thank you, man. I mean, it's been a lot of fun working with you the last few years. I've had a blast. You've done so much for the stream. I know Pat and I and some of the announcers get some credit, but I'm going to tell you, man, we don't get to do it without you. So I want to say in front of everybody, man, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're going to continue to do great things. I hope that we continue to get the help, and I want to see this stream blow up and be even bigger because I plan on watching a lot from South Dakota. But thank you very much, Mike, man. You're the man, the myth, the legend.
That's right, man.
Thank you. All right, everybody, that's Mike Bynum, man. He's the guy that gets it done, man. It's always good to talk with him and get a chance for you guys at home to see who's behind the camera all the time. And man,
I gave him one more task for this year, so we'll see if we're going to be able to get that thing done here by the end of
and Ella at home,
this
man.
broadcast.
Yeah, hey, Ella at home. I'm sorry you're not feeling good, but we want to say thank you too, man. You do a lot with your dad, so thank you.
Right.
Hey, and real quick, let's give a shout out to our stream sponsor because without Creative Legacy, we're not here tonight getting to do all this fun stuff because this has been a banger game so far. Creative Legacy, specializing in custom teamwear and promotional products. They provide in-house screen printing, embroidery, and online store services for seamless team branding and fulfillment. Elevate your team's identity with our personalized gear and merchandise solutions. So go check out Creative Legacy. We thank you again for being a stream sponsor tonight. Hey, boys, it's back, second half,
right, here we
and
go.
the Lynx are going to start with possession.
If I told you Cole Arnold had 12 points, what would you say?
I'd be like, yep, I knew that was going to happen.
I'm like, seriously? I thought he had like 40, it seems like.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man, he's done a great job tonight. Nice ball movement right here by the Lynx early. Clement's going to pull it out right here, going to try to take it in.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go right there. You got the biggest guy in the corner.
Swings it out there, Jones. Higgins at the top. Clement thought about it, trying to work himself in.
That's no man's land.
Man, what a fadeaway right there. Rebound by Green. How he got that shot off over Calix was impressive right there.
I think you got to do something right there, but you're going to have almost a fade back, but you don't want to foul if you're Cahill right there for sure.
A lot of former Mustang basketball players here watching this team tonight, cheering them on. Gets it out to Cahill. He's going to do his thing, work it in. Left hand up, not able to get to go. Good rebound by Jones. Arnold gets it up right there to Costello, who's running fast. Gets it over to Jones, back out to Costello. Tyler, how fun is it to see some of your former teammates and some of the former players out here cheering this team on? Jump ball goes towards the Mustangs.
It's kind of surreal. I mean, just kind of get up and catch up with some of them. I got to talk to Hudson pregame. I mean, I've gotten to talk to Blake and Braden.
Yeah, look at these guys. We got Blake, the general parent, Bo Houston, and Jackson Jones down here walking courtside. You know, it's always fun to see these guys come back. And
that's
support
what
this.
these games really do. They bring everybody back. Everybody wants to be here. It's like a family reunion.
Tate Parent giving it up to Jay Howard, up to Green. Good ball movement by the Mustangs here, working themselves around. Jaden, little turnaround fadeaway jumper, doesn't get it to go. Rebound Cahill, doesn't get it to go, but Green, no! How many opportunities can there be?
That's got to be a jump ball right there.
Ball.
Get after it. I'll tell you, there's a lot of contact down there. But you know what? You're a big boy, 50. You're going to have to get stronger because this is a big boy game.
Yeah, I mean, through the first minute and a half, I've been kind of analyzing. I feel like the adjustments that have been made out of halftime have been really good, but on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. I mean, they're making tough shots, making shots tough, being contested heavily, and stuff like that just kind of go a long way.
Yeah, Higgins, good first step. Turn around, fires, gets the roll. Big bucket right there. His first step is explosive, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, it's very quick.
Tate Parent brings it in, draws the foul. Jones, and that's going to put Tate Parent at the line to shoot two. And Perrin on the season from the free throw line. Tate, where are you at? There you are, big dog, 72%.
Free throw line has not been pleasant to the Mustangs, boys or girls, so far in the regionals.
No, rattles in and out. Yeah, the girls maybe shot a little over 50% on Tuesday.
Yeah, and we're well under 50% right now.
But I'll tell you what, man, this is a game where those free throws are going to come up big.
Huge. I mean, we're a 2-point game right now. We should be up 5 at least.
All right, Barry's the second. Brogan Fuller checking in for Tate Perrin after making his one of 2 free throws.
So you bring in athleticism for athleticism, but right now you've got length. So we'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, Clement's going to come up left side for Abraham Lincoln. Comes in, gets it out to Costello. Higgins gets Costello's going baseline, cross court. Clement's going to pull up, fire for 3. He's going to be short. Rebound, Cahill. Mustangs up 3, pushing right here. Over to Green. Fuller thought about it. He's like, nah, I'll wait. Green, though, he will step and fire. Short, but is fouled by Jones. That'll be his second of the quarter, second of the game, and that's going to put Jackson Green at the line to shoot 3.
That's actually Bull Arnold with that foul right there, and that is his second foul of the game, and quickly.
Actually, it's number 0.
Yeah.
It's Dylan Jones.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
Barry's the first free throw.
That's right.
He's got 2 more.
They look like twins.
Yeah, both are big down there. There's no doubt. Barry's the second. And we just talked about free throws, and Green's doing a nice job with the liner. He gets 1 more. Mustangs out 4. I'm sorry, 5. Now up 6. He makes all 3. So nice job by Jackson Green. 37-31, 5:22 left here in the third quarter.
And the last thing you want to do is put a shooter at the free throw line to get his stroke down right there. Let's see if he takes that next three-point
Oh, man, Higgins going to step out of bounds. Turnover by the Lynx here. You know, this is a time right here. I mean, the Mustangs up 6. Big bucket right here, man. The closer we can get to double digits, I'm waiting to see if a team's going to hit that mark because, you know, that really does change the scope of the game a little bit when you get up 10.
Absolutely does. That's going to take, whichever side that would be, it would take a lot of that inside game out at this point.
Gets it up, Jay Howard, open at the top. Boom! Shakalaka! Jonathan J. Howard with a 3-pointer. It's the game's at 9, 40-31. And the Lynx calling a timeout. Good timeout after Jay Howard hits the 3-pointer. T, you got to love what you're seeing right here from DCG.
Yeah, I like the extra pass being made. I mean, the extra pass is leading to just wide open looks and that they've been hitting. I mean, the defensive side of the ball, the Mustangs done a really good job. Just 2 points so far for Abe Lincoln, and they've been just kind of able to build on this lead.
This is a team that who do you guard? I mean, on the outside, seriously, I mean, everybody shoots a 3. So this is the thing. If you want to be a team, this is a team we don't have, you know, Cole Arnold out there scoring 25 points a game, but we have several of them that are shooting 15 points a game. And in a game like this, that's huge because now we have a lot more people and a lot more areas that those shots can come from.
Yeah, no doubt. And, you know, when you get the thing you don't want to do either is get your 3-point shooters hot. You know, and that would be Jackson Green. That would be Jay Howard, or your big 2 right there. Now both of them have 3s on the book. But, hey, you got to be aware, folks, man. Abraham Lincoln, they can shoot the 3. We saw it in the first half. The Mustangs have got to be aware, got to make sure they stay tight, contest shots as much as possible, because that's going to be a difference maker, in my opinion. If they can keep the Lynx 3-point shooting down or that percentage down, that'll be advantage Mustangs second half.
I think, there's been a lot of switching. We're switching everything. You don't need to reach. Switching every defense we can, trying to find those matchups where you're supposed to be. Jay Howard with the tough one right here.
Yeah, he's pretty much been on Arnold all game.
And I like that right there. They
Clement's
didn't let
going to
him
pull up and
blue.
fire. He's going to be short. Rebound, Jay Howard.
That's how you defend him.
All the way down to the last second. Really nice job by Cahill. He's going to work himself in, gets the roll. That's a big bucket by Calix. Now the game's at 11 points. So this is a big possession by Abraham Lincoln. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
So Lynx backing it out right here. Costello over to Clement. Big possession right here for the Lynx. Clement up and over, trying to get up and over. Oh, out on Jaden Jones.
Just one of those you wasn't able to corral that right there.
Yeah, and Jaden's going to check out. You got Tate Perrin, the pickpocket, checking back in right here for the Mustangs. Big possession, like I said, for the Lynx. They really need a bucket here. The last thing they need is the Mustangs to get a stop here and another bucket. They got to stop the bleeding.
Absolutely. This is a must convert right here.
Yeah, Higgins passes all the way over to Sambooth, who gets it over to the man, Arnold. Gets it right back out. Oh, Tate Perrin gets it here, and he's running, and he gets it. Wow, that was not an easy shot. How he got that to go off backboard, I have no idea.
Well, that's planned, right? You get that thing high off the board right there, going straight at it. Going to be a good shot.
Higgins got to Costello over to Sambooth.
This is a challenge for Abraham.
There it is. Jackson Green. And he's going to slam it. Shakalaka.
I don't think it went in.
It went in, but it came back out.
Oh, man, I'm giving it to him anyway.
Yeah.
Nice job, Jackson Green. The game's starting to get away. It's going to be an offensive foul right here on Sambooth.
They're going to get a technical foul over here. The coach over there has been very, very upset with a lot of different things here. He's going to get his tee before the end of the game. He's taking his pound of flesh, I'll tell you that right now.
This is where if you are the Lynx, you got to take a deep breath. It's a 15-point game. This game is starting to stretch.
Yeah. So there's your warning right there, delay a game, or whatever you want to call it. But he will get his technical.
All right, here we go. Mustangs to inbound to get it into Tate Perrin, back into Jaden Jones. And the Mustangs having their way in the third quarter, Tyler.
Yeah, 20 points in the first quarter for Abe Lincoln. They've been held to 11 over the last 14 minutes or so. The defensive side of the ball for the Mustangs has been very good.
It has been, but then it was challenged, right? The Mustangs were challenged, and they accepted that right there.
Tate Perrin, how is that not one? There we go. That will probably be the third on Dylan Jones. Yeah, Tate Perrin got mugged, and that whistle was late. But the whistle was blown. Checking in right now, Jay Howard for Jackson Green.
This is a game you have to play through the contact. You can't be looking over there at the referees going, that was a foul, this is a foul. No.
Oh, nice inbound play. Fuller weaves his way through, takes it with an easy bucket. Now it's a 17-point game.
Just seems like this is one of those games that's not really a 17-point game. That's what it is on the clock, but you never.
Arnold.
Nice job.
Jay Howard. Oh, my God.
Wow.
How did he get that out? Foul's going to be called on Tate Perrin there. Yeah, he kind of mugged Sambooth down there for sure.
Yeah, Sambooth. It's like, wow, I don't want to be in here, but I got to go get the ball.
Yeah, now this is where it's going to get interesting because you're going to have a player like Arnold who's really good and he knows he can score. Probably going to start to push a little bit.
Well,
and
you're
we're
at
get
that
to this
point.
Yeah, 2:11 left in the third
points.
quarter. I mean, what do you think, T? I mean, that's something you're probably going to start to see here a little bit.
Abe Lincoln needs to find a way just to see something go through the basket here, whether it's through Arnold or through someone else. I mean, it's got to be just an easy layup or something. It can't be these tough shots they've been taking all night.
Jonathan Howard with the block. However, it goes to Higgins. The contact again. Foul's going to be called on Abraham Lincoln. Man, Jaden Jones' arm kind of did not go. Looks like it'll be a charge call.
There was so much going on right there that it was just very, very tough to see what was going on. I mean, Jones got his elbow pulled back the other way. Jones.
Hopefully he's okay, because I'll tell you what, he's trying to work it out right now. Gets it into Jones. Abraham Lincoln, I thought they were really going to go full press, but they just kind of did it. Now they're backing off. 48-31 Mustang lead, and it has been all Mustangs this third quarter.
So, you're looking at a little bit of time and score going on. Take it, but take the layup.
Oh, there you go. Cahill able to get the roll. Couldn't quite get up enough for the dunk, but got the roll off the iron. Bucket good, 50-31. It's 19 points, folks. Oh, here we go. Three deep. Slaughter misses. Rebound Sambooth. Slaughter comes back around. Gets it out to Jones. He fires off the side of the backboard. Tate Perrin rebound. Push to Jones. the corner for Jay Howard. He passes up to 3, uses the contact, misses badly on the shot. Rebound right there by Sam Booth. Slaughter running down fast. Good back and forth. Jones for 3, fires, buries it.
That's a good look there for Abe Lincoln. I mean,
Yeah, they needed that bucket in a bad way.
Now it's like you got, again, you look at that 40-second, see if you can't get your shot off in that 40-second range. That'll give you the ball back 2 for 1.
There you go, Brogan Fuller. Misses.
Man,
Arnold
right
with the rebound. Going to bring it up. Abraham Lincoln now within 16. That's a carry. Doesn't get it to go. Fuller with the rebound. 25 seconds left on the game clock here in the third quarter. They will hold for the last shot here, boys.
And Dane Mock's been sitting over there. I want to get in the game here, and he hasn't been able to get in there. Hasn't been a break in the action.
Yeah, the officials are really letting them play tonight. I appreciate that so much because in games like this, man, it gets really hard for a team to get in a rhythm. Tate Perrin for 3, misses. Rebound, Arnold. And that'll be it for the third quarter. And the Mustangs just come out and extend the lead to 16. 50-34 lead. I'll tell you what, boys, I didn't see this coming. But, T, what was the big swing point there in the third quarter?
I mean, Abe Lincoln just wasn't able, other than the three-pointer that was just hit in the final minute, they didn't have an open look all half. I mean, who's it?
That was
Higgins ended up having the nice fadeaway early in the third quarter. But other than that, I mean, they only had 5 points in the quarter. And
Arnold
DCG's making it really tough.
Held to 0 points in the third after scoring 12 in the first 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the switch was, T, but obviously Coach Rankin had some things to say at halftime on the defensive side. They played better defense second quarter because they were able to come back being down 6 after the first quarter. But, man, it's like they kind of took it up another notch in that third quarter, Pat.
Yeah, and it all started with the defense. Everything, our offense has been feeding off of that defensive pressure. We've had 3 or 4 steals, and you get a couple steals out there and runouts. There's nothing better as a basketball player to see that open hoop on there on the other side.
Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, folks, this is it. Fourth quarter action here at the Meadows Gym. The Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln Lynx, your Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. Mustangs up 50-34. That's right, man, 16-point lead. This has been a back-and-forth game except for the third quarter when the Mustangs really put the pressure down. Let's see if the Lynx can respond, get themselves back in the game here in the last 8 minutes, or if the Mustangs can continue to extend that lead.
Anything can happen, right? In the game like this, anything can happen. But 4 points more for the Mustangs, reality will start setting in. You might see some quitting.
All right, Jones out to Dane Mock, over to Jackson Green. This is where you're going to see the Mustangs starting to use more shot clock. They're not going to push anything. They're going to hope to get an open shot. Green's going to be fouled by Clement going up. That's going to put Green at the line to shoot 2. First foul of the quarter by the Lynx. And that'll be Clement's second foul of the game.
See, now you can go through, you can go to the line, you can do some of these things like that right here. You drive that ball in there, T, and just see if you can get some of that harm.
Misses the first.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely going to want to, I mean, DCG's obviously going to have to hit their free throws down the stretch of this game, but if you're Abe Lincoln, you're going to want to make sure you're pushing the ball with a lot of pace and just trying to get those easy layups. You don't need it with threes. There's still 7.5 minutes left. There's a lot of time left to be played.
Correct.
So, I mean, at some point, you got to start putting some pressure on, right?
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't get the roll. He misses 2.
Or a zonal trap or something along the lines of that, just to kind of speed up the pace of the play for the Mustangs.
Now, the Lynx need to capitalize on those 2 missed free throws by the Mustangs. Slaughter kicks out. Good ball movement right there to Costello. Going to get out to Slaughter. Gets it up to Higgins. Good closeout by Green, and he's going to be charged a foul. A little reach in right there by number 4, Jackson Green.
And some ticky-tacky.
That'll be his second. First foul of the quarter by the Mustangs.
But great defense right there. There's no open shots.
I mean, yeah, they're doing a really good job, and I think it's the switching mechanic that they're doing. I mean, they can switch 1 to 5 with Brogan in there at the 5-man. All these guys are super athletic, just being able to switch, keep it in front. That way they can't get downhill against the paint.
All right, here we go. Higgins gets the ball from Clement. Up to Arnold. Arnold's going to take it all the way in, draws the foul, and he's going to go to the free throw line at a chance for a 3-point play.
And that's a big shot there. It's a good way to weather the storm. I mean, the clock stopped. You can kind of set up your press if you want it. You can kind of, when you're down 14, could be 13, pending the free throw. And I think setting up your press here is going to be big.
Yeah, and this is one, you know, you make this, it's 15-point, or a 13-point game right there. We got a whole different situation right there, especially if you can get that quick turnover.
Yeah, this is where the Mustangs, you start to alter your game knowing, hey, I'm up big. Buries the free throw, but Arnold does. And now
no press,
you start to overthink. And if you're not converting possessions on points, it can start to swing when you got a team that can shoot from three like the Lynx can.
Absolutely.
It just kind of shocks me that they're not going more of like a press. It's more so just a one-on-one.
Yeah, it's just full court man-to-man, but tight. Tight everywhere. Look for the Mustangs to get that back door.
Man, that's tough, and that's another turnover. This is exactly what the Lynx need. Getting turnovers, and they got to convert points here, but they have an opportunity with a three-point basket to get it within 10 points after being down as much as 19 in the third quarter. Turnover. Mustangs looking to take advantage. Shakalaka! Cahill on the fast break, slam dunk.
That's a huge basket right there. Yep, there you go. There's your technical right there.
Man, you called it, Pat.
Well, it's been brewing for a while, and that's really not a good. I mean, you're right there. I mean, you had a lot of things going your way right there. And I think they called the foul. It was one of them late foul calls, and he kind of got upset that it wasn't called right away either way.
Yep. And Jonathan J. Howard, our best free throw shooter at 80% on the season, is going to go to the line to shoot the 2 free throws for the technical, and then the Mustangs will retain possession after. That a team foul like that, especially as you're getting back in the game, man, that can be really tough because if they sink both free throws and get a bucket right after this, now you're within 13 points, and now you could be back down as much as 17 to 18 points. Buries the first.
And there's nobody that I would want at the free throw line other than Jay Howard, Jonathan Howard, at in a position like this one right here.
He buries both free throws. Now the Mustangs will retain possession.
Now I would go right back to him at a three-pointer at the top of the key and see if we can't get him. What do you think about that, T?
I wouldn't mind that. I was going to say probably getting something going away from the ball just to kind of come right back to it for an open three would be my guess.
Yeah, I mean, they were down 13. Turnover leads to the fast break dunk. Then you get the technical. Now you're at 17 points. Green is going to be fouled going to the basket. He'll shoot 2. I think that might be on 10 Higgins. It is. And that'll be Higgins' 3rd foul of the game. Be 3rd team foul for the Lynx. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if Green, Tyler, can get back in the game here on the free throw line. Buries the first.
I feel like it just boils down to, I mean, that first quarter, Abe Lincoln just had a lot of open shots. They were hitting open shots in the second and the third quarter. Mustangs kind of bunkered down. They kind of just played that team defense like we talked about pregame and just ensuring that they're not going to get open looks.
Buries the second, folks, and we are back to 19 points. After the Lincoln go on a run to get their own 6-0 run, the Mustangs answer with a 6-0 run of their own. Higgins out to Costello, gives it up to Jones, back to Costello.
Man, you got to get your shot when it's open. But there's your
Costello
shot.
Open for 3 at the top, misses. Rebound, Jackson Green. Gets it up to Jaden Jones, cross court to Brogan Fuller. Fuller, cross court, gets the roll. What a play by Brogan Fuller.
There's nothing better than taking it right there. You're big, taking it right at the heart of the defense right there.
Arnold able to get it up to Costello, over to Jones, back to Costello, up to Higgins, over to Arnold.
Let's see if we get this block shot. Yep, there it is. He's not used to that kind of length right there. Another?
Yeah, and he'll be called that time.
That was all arm and body there. There was no ball there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's just Arnold working hard for every possible opportunity he can get. He gets blocked, stays with it, gets the ball back, takes it back in, able to get the foul draw. Just unbelievable effort right there by Cole Arnold.
Yeah, and, you know, there's no layups right now. Got the work that Cole Arnold has put in this game right here is just ridiculous.
Yeah, he's leaving it all out there. I'll tell you what, man, the senior knows this could be his last game.
Yeah, I don't know where he's going to play somewhere. I don't know where he's going,
It's
but
the first.
They're going to get a good one.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy who's a three-level scorer, can kind of do it all on the offensive side of the ball, and has a very good defensive work rate. It's just all what you want at the college level.
Yeah, he's strong. Yeah, I mean, everything that you'd want, right? So, yeah, whoever is able to pick him up and bring them into their college next year is going to be very lucky to have him. Arnold,
There's always
free
room
throw.
for shooters, isn't there?
Yeah.
They're like hitters in baseball and softball. There's always room for that.
Slaughter applying the pressure on Jaden Jones as he was bringing it up.
Jones
gets it up to Green, swings it back out to Fuller. Cross court to Jay Howard. He's going to do a little floater. He gets the roll off the rim.
I like how the Mustangs continue to attack the rim. They're going to need that not only the rest of this game, but they're going to need it in the next game, assuming they get there.
Jones comes in, gets around, does not get the roll. The Lynx are wanting a goaltending, touching the backboard. The rim did move.
I definitely think they probably should have got one.
Yeah, they should have got one there. I agree with the Lynx coaches there.
Well, not only did it touch the backboard, it moved it.
Man, extra pass. Boom! Shakalaka! Jonathan J. Howard buries another one.
And those free throws that he got there, get that stroke out there going now at 13 points there for Jonathan Howard.
We got 4 players in double digits that the Mustangs do right now, Tyler.
That's a beautiful score.
And that's going to be off Arnold, turnover Lynx. 4:01 left, 63-39.
You start looking at the scoring that we had right here. We got 17, 13, 14, 11 on the board right now. For Abraham Lincoln, they've got 10 and 17.
Yeah, 4 scorers in double figures is not really heard of at the high school level. I mean,
and there's another one sitting on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, normally you've got 1 or 2 guys that are kind of doing it all for you, but I mean, this DCG team, it could be any given night.
Oh, man, got to get the love. Fuller's like, I'll take that. Kind of ricocheted off, a little floater in. 2 more points added to Brogan Fuller. And I'm going to tell you what, boys. So we're on the drive to the game, Pat, right? And Tyler's saying, hey, this is what I think the score is going to be. I think his prediction was 62-54 and 65-39. But then he goes, hey, you're going to have somebody like a Jaden Jones or a Brogan Fuller is going to have to go double digits tonight. Brogan Fuller tonight, 16 points for the Mustangs.
Well, I mean, so we go back to some of the keys of the game right here. And we said it was going to be Cahill, Mock, Fuller right there. And Mock's done his thing out there as well. But it's really been Brogan Fuller all day long.
What a turnaround. Misses the jump shot. Foul will be called on Jay Howard.
Yep.
Hey, just a quick update here for those who want to know what the score of the Waukee Southeast Polk game at the end of the third quarter. The Warriors 56, the Rams 38.
Yeah, I mean, assuming that DCG can kind of hold here for the last 3 minutes, it's going to be interesting to see what Rankin does kind of going on that vengeance tour, playing Waukee again for the 2nd straight year, just kind of how he's going to attack it game plan wise. I mean, if you have a guy like Brogan who's putting up 16 points like this, it's going to be really tough to beat DCG.
Well, now you look at, say, Waukee, assuming they're going to be looking at the scores. They're going to look at this game this will be out there. They'll watch it. They're like, wow, all right, we're going to have to get after him, and you better.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just Brogan. I mean, you've got Kalish you got to go for, who's a 6'5 big man, 6'6 big man who can really do it all.
Jones buries the first free throw.
Howard, who's just a really good shooter. Green, who's a 3-level scorer. I mean, you've got so many guys. I mean, even Perrin and Jones can do it. Mock can even have an occasional just kind of go at it, and that's what makes DCG
buries
special.
second. Tell you what, man, I got to say, man, Dylan Jones' shot is beautiful. Owen Vasey checking in for the Mustangs. Dane Mock checking in for the Mustangs. You got Dylan Jones checking out for, Higgins checking out for the Lynx. And also checking in for the Lynx, if I can get a number down there, I will do that, is number 15, Parker Clement. Number 11, Braylon DeJager.
And Clement doesn't play a lot, but he is a senior. And right there are 4 seniors on this Abraham Lincoln team, 8 seniors for the Mustangs.
Man, what a cut right there. Tay Perry not able to get it to go. Sam Booth with the rebound. Clement Or I'm sorry, that's it's not Clement. I'm going to get this here, boys. That's Costello bringing that up. Clement tip, turnover, Mustangs. They're going to bring it up. Just under 3 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. All right, Varsity coming around. Gets it up, gets it over to Mock for three in the corner. Shakalaka! Dane Mock contributing to the point total for the Mustangs.
Pouring it all in.
That is not a high percentage shot right there.
Yeah. Noah Moberg getting ready to check in. Cameron Allen getting ready to check in.
Well, he does shoot 43%.
Colby Swantes getting ready to check in. Turnover. Costello trying to get it to Jones in the corner. Goes out of bounds.
You know that.
And then you got Hudson Heigerkin getting ready to check in. You have a 5 out, 5 in right here.
You want to save your best for last, right? And this, from a game standpoint, was probably the most complete game that I've seen this team play. This team is special. This boys' team is special. This is one that is just unbelievable how they play the game.
Well, if Waukee holds on, man, that's going to be a fun game to watch, man, because last year, even with an Omaha Blue, the Mustangs played Waukee tight, losing a close one. So that's going to be a fun one. Turnover Mustangs. Hey, guys, I just want to give it up again to our stream sponsor, Creative Legacy. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's game so all three of us can be up here broadcasting what's been an absolute fantastic basketball game between Council Bluffs, Abraham Lincoln, and your Dallas Center Grimes Mustangs. The Creative Legacy specializes in custom teamwear and promotional products. They provide in-house screen printing, embroidery, online store services for seamless team branding and fulfillment. Elevate your team's identity with our personalized gear and merchandise solutions. Nice rebound by Slaughter. Gets it into Sambu, turns, puts it up, and in. That's a big bucket right there for the Lynx. Hiker can bring it up for the Mustangs. And one thing I want to do is the time ticks down here is that, you know, this is going to be the last game of the season for the Lynx, and I want to make sure travel called on Owen Varsity that we call out their seniors as this is their last time on the court. So let's give a huge shout out to Dylan Jones, Cole Arnold, Will Costello, Parker Clement. Thank you so much, guys. You guys had an absolutely spectacular season. Keep your heads up. That was a great basketball team we played here, guys. And for all you seniors, man, we here wish you nothing but the best on whatever your future brings as you move forward to that next level after graduation.
Absolutely.
Dan Booth, 3 misses. Rebound right there by Huey. Gets it into Huey. He's going to try to back down Schwantes. Turn, fires. Oh, doesn't get the roll.
There's some
Mahberg
strong
gets the
hits
rebound
out there right now for the Mustangs. They don't get a lot of time, but you're not going to bowl them over for sure.
Moberg over to Varsity, over to Heigerkin. Yeah, foul going to be called there on number 11, Braylon DeZager. I tell you what, man, we knew this was going to be a dogfight tonight. We talked about it in the pregame. I know the Mustangs really pulled away in that third quarter and really opened this thing up. But I got to give it up again to the Lynx, man. Great season. Man, just a fun team to watch and to play against here tonight. Checking in for the Lynx is Titus Rogers. Heigerkin buries the first.
Very curious to see kind of how the Mustangs go about the rest of their postseason journey.
And also checking in for the Mustangs here, number 22, Kelly Ibanda.
Let's go, Kelly.
Rebound Slaughter after the miss by Heigerkin. Swings over. That's going to be an easy 2 points. Heigerkin going to bring it up. You got about 4-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Heigerkin over to Moberg, over to Heigerkin. Turn, gets it over to Schwantes.
Hit it.
Going to be a travel. That's all right, man. I love the effort right there by Ibanda.
Yeah, he was going to take that one in.
19.4 seconds.
Score at the basket anyway.
I know, right? Working it back out. Mustangs still playing tough defense right here. Slaughter's going to stop and pop for three. He's going to be short, rebound Heigerken, and they will dribble it out, guys. And this is going to be a huge win for the Mustangs, giving him an opportunity. Ibanda fires for three. Are you kidding me? The three at the end of the game right there by number 22, Kelly Ibanda, the foreign exchange student, coming up big, throwing up a haymaker, getting a boom shakalaka to end the game.
That's his first points of the season right there.
72-45 Mustang win. I'll tell you what, boys, what a game, man. T, getting a chance to come back and watch these boys play tonight, man. What was that like, man?
I mean, just kind of surreal. I mean, shout out to Kelly there for the nice basket at the end. But, I mean, I got to grow up playing with a lot of these guys. I mean, they've been in the system for a long time. It's crazy to see all the hard work that they put in and all the hard work that they've achieved so far. I mean, I wish them nothing but the best of luck here at Indianola playing Waukee or whoever they end up playing. But just a lot of proud memories and a lot of good moments from DCG basketball.
Yeah, we've definitely been on a high, haven't we? I mean, these last few years it's been an amazing ride, and this is what you play for right here all season. Go get that banner.
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is going to be special, guys, because, you know, Waukee's probably going to win this game tonight, right? So it goes to a neutral site. Now, last year it was at Waukee Northwest, so I don't know how neutral that was, but it'll be in a neutral site, the championship game.
It's Indianola.
It's in Indianola?
Yep.
So they got to make a little trip down to Indianola. But I'm going to tell you what, man, that's going to be a fun game to watch because both those teams, man, they know each other. You know, the Mustangs are going to want to get it back after losing a tough one last year. You know, but they had to get the work done tonight, boys, right? They had to come here. They had to win this game against the Lynx, knowing that game came down to the wire last year. Mustangs only getting a 3-point win. And to come out here and win the way they did tonight, to me, guys, they put a statement on this game, say, hey, Waukee, we're coming for you.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I don't know anything about Waukee. I'll get used to what they got going here over the next 3 days. But I'll tell you, I've said it all season long. There's something about this team that they deserve to be at the well.
Yeah, I really, you know, I'm going to say, man, they just got to play hard. It's game at a time. But I tell you what, if they get that opportunity, that'll be a dangerous team down there.
Absolutely.
You know, nobody's going to want to have DCG on their side of the bracket because they're a team that, in my opinion, when they're playing at this level, they can beat any team in the state. So it'll be a lot of fun. But, hey, we got one more game to play. So I know that Coach Rankin's going to tell them that in the locker room, saying, hey, boys, great win tonight. Let's celebrate tonight. But we're going to come back tomorrow. We got to get to work because they know that they're going to have a tough game to play at Indianola for a chance to go to the state tournament. Man, I'll tell you, tonight's game was, I expected it to be closer than this, and I don't want to take anything away from what the Mustangs did, but I am just really impressed with how these guys played. I mean, they got down, and they were down 6 at the end of the first quarter, guys.
Yeah.
And they battled all the way back, and I just can't say enough, man, how proud I am of this group.
Well, and how did they get that 6-point lead? I mean, the Mustangs, they go up by 6, and then Abraham Lincoln comes back to go up 6. Now, that's a totally different situation right there when you're scoring basically 12 points to 2 or 14 to 2 run right there. I mean, that's hard to take on the receiving end of that. But, man, we went on. I don't know what kind of runs that we went on, but it really seemed like in that third quarter, it was the defense that led to the runouts. It was the defense that led to the stops. It was the defense that really led to a lot. We had like 3 dunks in there. We haven't had that many dunks in a game, and I'm giving Jackson Green credit for the one. I don't know how it came back out, but it is what it is. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, boys. This has been a lot of fun doing these games, Pat. And, you know, now that this is over, I'm super bummed because I love doing this stuff, man. I love to be able to come out and be able to do this. And I just want to say thank you again. I know I talked to you guys, you know, we talked at the end of the stream of the girls game, but for those that didn't get to see that, man, Pat O'Brien, man, this partner right here, he's been a beast. You know, I want to thank my brother for doing football with me the last 2 seasons. Tyler, man, for coming in and spot checking from time to time, man. Thank you for adding value. Mike Bynum and Ella Bynum and the production staff. Man, I'm just going to miss this, man.
Do we have anything over there, Mike, to play?
To play? What are we playing? Oh, goodness gracious, dude. What's going down here?
Legendary play-by-play announcers had their iconic sayings. The late Keith Jackson said, "Whoa, Nelly," Mike Breen has the iconic bang, and the list goes on. At Dallas Center Grimes, there is another saying making its way into the everyday vocabulary of Mustang fans.
For three, hits it, boom, shakalaka!
Watch a DCG boys basketball game online, you'll hear that saying a lot.
Boom, shakalaka!
And those three simple words uttered by Brad Bailiff 2 years ago on a live stream have taken Mustang territory by storm.
Definitely wasn't planned. It was something that just kind of came out and was able to do it in the game. And ever since then, you know, people have really kind of rallied around it. We're seeing shirts being made, and, you know, it's on the Varsity boys poster that they did this year, which was really awesome.
They watch online. I'm surprised they even want to come to the games. They want to listen to him.
He buries it. Boom, shakalaka, the leading scorer with another big three.
Boom shakalaka is reserved for big plays only. Here's the criteria.
Typically, I boom shakalaka a big shot or a slam dunk or something fun along those lines. That's kind of what really rallies and gets, hopefully, the fans at home, they're listening to the stream, all riled up.
Brad Bailiff watches the games intently from his top row announcer's chair, and he also gets an all-access seat watching his son. Tyler Bailiff is a senior on the basketball team.
He's been there since day one, and honestly, I want nothing less of that.
The boom shakalaka craze took some time to get used to.
Boom, shakalaka!
Well, I thought he was crazy at first.
But Tyler says he's come around, and in Brad's 2 years of announcing games, he's yet to give his son the honor of what is now the legendary saying. He says it won't stay that way for long.
I'm going to tell you, it is in my plans. Hopefully I'll be able to catch him. He makes a big three or something like that and be able to do one.
And who knows? Perhaps Tyler will follow in his footsteps.
Boom shakalaka.
I'm not going to try to say it. I'm not good enough at saying it. It's an iconic call for a very exciting team. He calls both the boys' games and the girls' games as well. He says boom shakalaka for big plays as both, and both teams are having a great season in 2022. Legendary play.
All right, I wasn't expecting all that right there, but thanks, Mike Bynum, for bringing that back. And just in case you guys didn't know, later that season, because that was a special season, man. We won state that year. Tyler hit 3 threes against Norwalk in a triple overtime home game, and he got some boom shakalakas.
Yeah, that's
pretty
right.
Awesome. But
and who would have ever thought that your last boom shakalaka out of this thing, Kelly Ubanda, the trans.
No kidding.
I mean, unbelievable. You know, Brad, you've been doing this a long time, multiple sports, a lot of time, a lot of stuff going on. And I'll tell you, as somebody that I've been going through and sat in this chair with like 4 or 5 different people, you're a natural at this, and you give a lot of credit to a lot of other people. But the bottom line is you've taken this broadcast and basketball specifically to a whole nother level. So I really appreciate what you've done and how you've gone about it. Been here all the time, and people don't realize you've been driving back and forth from Sioux Falls for the last year as you got promoted. And that's sometimes life goes in that way, but that's a lot of work, man.
Well, I'll tell you,
a lot of dedication.
I appreciate that. And I tell you, I made sure these last 3 home games I was here for, and I'm traveling in North Dakota next week, and I won't be at the well to watch the girls live. I will be watching on TV, though, and I'm going to wish them nothing but the best. That team is super special. This boys team special. It's going to be a lot of fun to see how things wrap up. But, man, it's been a great time. And the last thing I'm going to say before we close things out is I want to say also thanks to the DCG community, man. You guys have been just a huge supporter, not just of myself and what we've done here, but just been an awesome community to be a part of, to live in. We have so many friends that are here, family that's here in this community. I just want to say, man, I love you. We're going to miss you guys tons. I mean, we'll be here through the summer. We're going to be here through baseball season, which is going to be great. But, man, I'm going to miss it, man. But don't think that I'm a Mustang at heart, always will be a Mustang. So I'll be always checking in, watching the stream, seeing what Mike Bynum's got going on, what you guys got going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. But, you know, let's continue to celebrate the Mustangs' big win tonight against the Lynx. They come in tonight, get a big win. It looks like they're going to play Waukee. I haven't got a final score yet, but I would assume that'll be the case. They're going to play that at Indianola. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure we tune into that stream, root them on, unless you get the opportunity to make it down there. It looks like 81-49. Yep, the Warriors get the big dub, so that's That's going to happen, folks. And then make sure you get down to the well on Tuesday and root on the girls against North Polk, man. Really interesting that we beat them to win the state tournament last year and we get them first round this year. So
Absolutely.
always fun to see those storylines, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, hey, everybody, thanks for joining us live stream. All the Lynx fans that made it down, thank you. We wish the seniors on the Lynx nothing but the best. Thank the Lynx fans that made it to the game. That's a long drive, man. We went to Council Bluffs for football 3 times this year, so I know that's a long drive. So I just want to say thank you guys very much. And, hey, before we close it down, let's give it up one more time to the boys. Boom, shakalaka, one more big win. Let's go get it done, boys. Proud of you. Love you guys. But I'll tell you what, man, it's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing everybody here before we head out. So, anyway, this is Brad Baker.